What's going on, guys? Jacob Worth back here with another video of Jacob's Life in Vegas. Coming to you guys, the sun is starting to set a little bit here in Southern Nevada. Beautiful day here in the fall. There's absolutely amazing weather here in Southern Nevada. And we're going to be talking today about the cost of living here in Las Vegas. For those of you that are looking to move from a part of the country that I know all too well, because it's a place where I used to live, and I used to work there, went to college there. So I did a lot of my education there before I moved here to Las Vegas. And today we're talking about San Francisco, California. Those of you that are looking to move here from the SF Bay Area, we're going to be talking about the cost of living. Now I have some sources, some numbers I'm going to give you guys. And understand these numbers are to give you a general idea of what you can expect for cost of living difference. Depending on which website you use, how they gather the information, all that kind of stuff, the numbers can definitely vary. And I'll even talk about that in some of these numbers that we're going to be going through here. So guys, go ahead, give the video a like. Those of you that are looking to move to Las Vegas, or move to Las Vegas from California, I know that transition very well. And I'm going to put a link for a realtor down below if you guys need help with the home buying process. So whether you're renting or you own in California, Lacey is her name. She can help you through that process coming here to Southern Nevada. I've sent tons and tons of people to her over the years. She will help you. There's also a mortgage lender named Amber who helps in the process as well. They are friends. They've known each other for years, and they know how to have fun in the process of helping you from start to finish go from living your life in California or anywhere else here to your life in Las Vegas. So let's go ahead and talk about this, okay, and jump into some of these numbers. So if you got a $50,000 annual income in San Francisco, which really does not go very far, whether you're in San Francisco, Palo Alto, Pinole, Hayward, anywhere in the SF Bay Area, that does not go very far. But to maintain that standard of living here in Las Vegas, you would need to earn almost $700 bucks, $25,700. So the cost of living is about 50% lower in Las Vegas, 49%, okay? About 50% lower in Las Vegas than it is in San Francisco. Housing, median two-bedroom apartment rent in San Francisco over $4,100. Damn. $4,100 plus, okay, in San Francisco. So that's probably, that's combining whether you're in Mission District, Presidio, Sonoma, or wherever you're at in San Francisco, okay? Here in Las Vegas, $1,176. That's what it is here in Las Vegas. Median home price in San Francisco for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, $1.26 million. Basically, actually $1.264. Yeah, what you're looking at. I mean, gosh. So yeah, over $1.2 million in San Francisco. Here in Las Vegas, it says $441,000, but really it's just over $400. So I mean, your housing is going to be so much cheaper here in Las Vegas and here in Southern Nevada and Clara County than it is going to be in the San Francisco Bay Area, without a doubt. So whether you're in San Francisco or whether you're in Marin, or Santa Clara, whatever county you're in up there, Contra Costa is going to be cheaper here. Now, transportation, we're talking gasoline. This one's definitely off. It says San Francisco $3.82 a gallon, so it's definitely higher than that. And Las Vegas is $3.07, which right now, I mean, it's higher than that here. But again, general idea, okay? Food, loaf of bread in San Francisco, $4.60. Las Vegas, $3.28. Dozen eggs, about $3.50 in San Francisco. Here in Vegas, $2. Gallon of milk, $2.34 in San Francisco. Here in Las Vegas, $2.51. So hey, you're gonna pay what, 17 more cents for that gallon of milk here in Vegas. Might break the bank on you, but it's okay. Your housing's gonna be a third of the cost, so I think it'll offset it. 12-inch pizza at Pizza Hut, about $14 in San Francisco, $10.50 here in Vegas. The McDonald's quarter pounder with cheese, almost $6 in San Francisco. Damn. Here in Vegas, $4.41. Entertainment for movie ticket, $15 in San Francisco, just over $12 here. Yoga class, over $21 in San Francisco. Here in Las Vegas, just under $17. So, if you're used to doing yoga class out in Golden Gate Park, you can make that transition to doing yoga class out here in Las Vegas at, one of our parks that we have. Now, 6-pack of Heineken beer, $10.40 basically in San Francisco. Here in Las Vegas, $8.40. Healthcare, cost of a doctor's visit in San Francisco, or in the city, as some people call it locally there, $154. Here in Las Vegas, about $112. Cost of a dentist visit, $138 in San Francisco, $102 here in Las Vegas. Cost of the optometrist visit, $143 in San Francisco and $115 here in Vegas. Cost of Lipitor, actually pretty much the same, $436 in San Francisco and $436 here in Las Vegas. Population of 2019. So San Francisco, 875,000. So close to 900,000. And here in Las Vegas, 635,000 in 2019. Now, San Francisco is obviously a very compact city, small, congested. was 7 miles by 7 miles or something like that. And here in Las Vegas is 635,000. That's just the city limits of Las Vegas, okay? So the city limits of Las Vegas, if you ever see it on the map, it's kind of a funky drawing and a funky layout. So you have the city limits of Las Vegas, you have the city of North Las Vegas, so it's a separate city. So kind of like in the Bay Area, Palo Alto and East Palo Alto, those are two separate, distinct cities with their own mayor, their own police department, all that kind of stuff. Same thing here in Las Vegas. So you have Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson are all three separate, distinct cities. And then you also have everything else, which is unincorporated Clark County. So like in the Bay Area, I think San Lorenzo is technically unincorporated part of Alameda County. So similar concept to that. Because I don't think it's like San Lorenzo, they're run by Alameda County Sheriff, right? Like they don't have their own police department and that kind of thing. So, you know, similar concept to that, but here there's probably there's hundreds of thousands of people here that live in unincorporated Clark County. So their address will still say Las Vegas, but they technically don't live within the city limits of Las Vegas. Now the weather, the average summer high here in Las Vegas, woo, here we go. This is the part people think of when they think of Vegas. In July, 103.8 degrees. In San Francisco, 67.2. And we get that wind you get coming off the water in San Francisco. Yeah, we really don't get that here in Vegas because, you know, we don't have that much water around here, okay? Also here in Las Vegas, notice like if you're coming from San Francisco, if you're over by like Golden Gate Park, it's way more overcast over there. You're by SF State, and then say you're over by like, you know, Fisherman's Wharf, it's usually way more sunny. Yeah, Vegas doesn't have all those like microclimates like you have in San Francisco too. It's a bit different animal as far as the weather goes here, okay? Now, the average winter low, Las Vegas, 37 degrees, San Francisco, 45.5, so 45, 46 degrees in San Francisco. Here in Las Vegas, though, because it's dry in the summer and the winter, we really don't get fog here. So, you know, definitely when you're close to the water like that, lots of parts of California, whether it's Central Valley or San Diego or San Francisco, you know, you get your foggy days, you know, days where, I mean, heck, you like can't even see like across the bay and that kind of thing. Vegas, we very rarely get fog here, okay? There's usually not that much moisture in the air, you know, to be getting fog and that kind of thing. The average commute time, this one's definitely off. This one is definitely off. Average commute time, one way to work, says metro area, San Francisco, 32.8 minutes. No freaking way. Not a chance in hell that is that short for the average commute time. With the amount of people who have to come across the Golden Gate Bridge or come across the Bay Bridge every day, even if you're taking BART, I mean, it's going to be a wait. People who commute from Modesto and Stockton and Sacramento to the Bay Area, you know, that are taking 2+ hour commute each way, yeah, there's not a chance it's only 33 minutes for San Francisco. No, it's got to be higher than that. And then, I mean, even if you're mid-peninsula coming up Highway 101 or 280 into San Francisco, you live in San Mateo or Millbrae, and it's going to be probably longer than that to get into San Francisco, more than 32 minutes. So I don't buy that one. Here in Las Vegas, it says 24.5 minutes. That's too long, actually, I would say. The Las Vegas area is much easier to navigate, okay? A lot of it's just a giant grid. It's not that complicated. It's pretty easy to get across town. There's a lot of the roads you just go straight north and south or east and west across the entire metro area. It's easier to drive here without a doubt, okay? And our traffic here is nothing compared to what you're used to in the San Francisco Bay Area. I will absolutely tell you that one. Now, state income tax. Oh, man. California, what are you guys doing? 1% is the lowest in California, 13.3% is the highest, okay? That's also the highest in the country, okay? Nevada, 0. Here in Nevada, we don't do state income tax, all right? Now, sales tax in San Francisco, 8.63%, which even that's higher than here in Las Vegas, 8.38%. So, I mean, you've got way the hell higher state income tax. You got higher sales tax in San Francisco. Property tax is about the same, okay? San Francisco's 0.64%. Here in Clark County, 0.65%. As a state, Nevada has one of the lower property tax in the country. I think it's number 4th lowest. We obviously have no state income tax here, but our sales tax is a bit high. It's on the higher end because, you know, that's a big way state governments get the revenue from the people, right? Is sales tax, property tax, or state income tax. So we have no state income tax. Property tax is low, so sales tax is higher to help offset that, which most of that comes from the tourists on, you know, the Strip, Fremont Street, all that kind of thing. But all of those, property tax is about the same. San Francisco, the sales tax is higher. In California, the state income tax is way higher. And then, of course, popular industries, right, you know, in these areas. San Francisco, right, the tech industry, okay, some people think of Silicon Valley. The tech industry, even though Some of those companies have been leaving to come to places like Nevada, Texas, Florida, that kind of thing in recent years. So tech is still going to be big there for the foreseeable future. Right, people in management, transportation, utilities. There's a fair amount of tourism in the San Francisco Bay Area too, that people come and visit and that kind of thing. And Las Vegas, obviously, is no surprise. Hospitality, accommodation, travel, events, nightlife. I mean, anything dealing with hospitality, travel, that kind of thing. Now, of course, if you don't work in that industry, there are plenty of other jobs, okay? If you work in healthcare, if you work in banking, if you work in real estate or things like that, certain jobs are going to be anywhere around the country. No matter where you go, there's going to be some jobs that are going to be in any city. So there's no shortage of opportunity if you're moving from the San Francisco Bay Area here to Las Vegas to, find a good job, or at least find a job that gets you on your feet, especially going into 2022 because there's such a labor shortage. And a lot of places have had to increase their wages to try to get people to come and work. So you have opportunity for sure coming from California here to Las Vegas to build a great life. So if you guys need help with that process, again, there'll be a link down below that you can contact Lacey. She's the one I've known for years, and I send lots of people to her. She'll help you start to finish through that whole process. She got a whole team that can help you. Her and Amber, the mortgage lender, they got you covered with that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being so awesome. That is going to be it for this video. I am Jacob. This is my life in Vegas.